So hey, what's up guys, Rybox here and welcome back to another episode of our F1 2020 My Team career mode. So this is episode number 2. We did pretty decently out at the Australian Grand Prix last time out. We picked up 2 points for our VR46 Racing team. We have to pick up 2 points finishes in order to achieve our sponsor goal, our main sponsor goal. So we've got 1 out of 2 so far after the first round, so we've pressure's off really. We're going to pick up another set of points, even if it's somewhere like Monaco. We've got another 20 odd races to go. So we've racked up 1.4 million in terms of funds. So what I want to look at is there is a way to get secondary sponsors. So you see here, we've now got enough we've now earned enough acclaim. So if we get 5 acclaim, then we can get another sponsor and so on and so on. So what I'm going to do, first thing we're going to do is get a secondary sponsor. You can see the contracts are last for a short amount of time, so 90 days, 70 days, 56 days, so on and so forth, and they've all got different goals to go for, and we could go on the looks of the sponsor for the team, but I mean it's more about what they'll do for us. So I'm going to have a quick read through some of these and then I'll let you know who we're going to go for. So what I'm going to go for these guys, Achieve. Now I don't know if these are real life sponsors or whether they're sort of made up ones. I'm going to quickly Google it if this Achieve actually exists in real life. I couldn't find anything when I was Googling, so if anyone knows whether these are real or fictional sponsors, then do let me know. But I am going to go for this one. Score 3 Constructors Championship points during a race weekend. So we're going to get a weekly income of 87k, and if we achieve that weekly goal, we get a 100k bonus. So if we get 3 Constructors points, which means myself and our teammate Delatraz, then we'll get the extra bonus as well. So we're going to go with these guys. Now their logo should appear on our car, I think, somewhere, if I could take a look. I can't see them on the car just yet. We might have to add them in. Yeah, there we go. We can add them in. So we can go in and... Oh, this is cool. You can change your sponsor slots. That's really cool. I like that. You can change the colour. Oh, I didn't realise you could do this. Ho ho ho, yeah, let's get some sponsors on the go. Get them in. Actually, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it slightly. So someone did say about getting some blue on the car, so I think we'll do that through this sponsor. We'll try and get their name on here in some other places. So let's just go in and we'll make this like that blue as well. It's purple, we'll make it blue. So there we go. I've made some changes. Oh, I didn't realise that logo down there is blue as well. Oh well, go in and change that. But anyway, we've whacked on some more sponsor decals. Hopefully you guys like that. Just changing up the look ever so slightly. Added it in blue in a few places. I might change it down here on the front wing from blue. But yeah, no, these are the sort of things you can do once you get more sponsors as well. You can switch it up and really make the car your own. So I'm really looking forward to that. But anyway, then let's get into some more important things around here other than just what the car looks like. So in terms of R&D then, we've got still waiting on this part, which is going to come on the 28th of March. What's the date today here? 16th of March. So after the Bahrain Grand Prix, we should get that. Has anyone made progress? We've closed up a little bit to the AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo. They're our main rivals at the minute. Because of our Mercedes engine, we've been able to jump up the order a little bit. So our power unit is pretty good. So happy with that. We've got 1,300 points to spend. We need to improve the aero. We also need to improve the chassis. So I'm going to get straight into that, and we're going to go for some weight reduction, I think. Just going to develop that upgrade. It's going to come on the 6th of April, and it's a nice little upgrade that. I don't want to spend all of our R&D points in one go, but I do want to keep keep it going. What have we got here on the corporate tab? We've got sponsorship, we've done that. Contract, we're fine. Driver market, we can see people's value and their acclaim. So Bottas doing really well for his acclaim, actually. Oh no, wait, that's just his progress through the level. So highest acclaim is 18 for Lewis Hamilton. Finances, we've only got 30k of outgoing, so I need to get into our facility. I think that's probably the next thing before we head into the next race. So we need to improve some of these departments. So I don't know who's the most important, but we need to improve the marketing probably. We need some money to do that. 5 million. I haven't got a lot of money. Yeah, you need like in the millions to do any of these upgrades. So yeah, 2.5 million. Okay, so another few weeks and we hopefully should get enough money. But you can shut down facilities, stuff like that, but I don't need to do that just yet. Your weekly running costs and your weekly resource points incoming. So yeah, a little bit more of an overview of that. We didn't really touch on that in the first episode. You've also got these activities to do, so it's back-to-back race weekend, so we probably haven't got enough time for anything, but we can do some training here. We can do power team building, we can do driver promotion, and it's going to improve your acclaim, or awareness to improve our teammates' awareness, or we can do a sponsor event, which is going to reduce cash but improve team acclaim, which would be pretty useful actually. So we'll do that sponsor event, and then we can head in messages. We haven't really got anything, so let's advance on a little bit, and we're going to do that event. Right then, here we are at the race weekend. We're going to get in and do some practice. Our team morale is good for the powertrain department. I'm not surprised with a Mercedes engine. Why would you not be happy? But I'm going to get in. I had been simulating some of the sessions. So later on in the career mode, I will simulate some of the practice sessions. But for today, I'm going to get in. We're going to do a few practice sessions, get used to the car, get used to the track out of Bahrain, and then we will head into qualifying. So then here we are in the practice session. I'm going to get a look into a setup, and then we'll head out and do the track acclimatization and maybe do a couple of programs, and then we'll head into qualifying.
That's fantastic.
Right then, we've got the best score possible and earn ourselves some resource points. So let's get back to the garage. I'll probably go for the fuel and tire saving programs now, get a few more resource points under our belt, because you know how important that is, especially in my team where we're trying to up our performance, and you can see they're a little bit off the pace compared to everyone else, and we're still waiting for that patch to come out. I'm recording this on the 6th of July, the day before the Schumacher edition comes out, so there's probably going to be a day one patch, I believe, which will probably balance the cars out, you know, give the Force India the Racing Point a bit of a buff, and probably nerf the Ferrari a little bit, because the Ferrari is pretty close to the Mercedes in terms of performance. Obviously that's based on the end of last year, but obviously Ferrari at Austria 2020, let's not talk about it. So let's get into this practice program, and then we'll probably head into qualifying. Here we go then, we're going to just about do the program by about half a second, and look at that, tyre wear managed to perfection. I could have gone a lot quicker on that lap, but I will take that. Right, that's me done for practice, I think. Yeah, we'll return to garage. We've got the other programs to do, so I might do them off camera and then head into qualifying. Right then, after practice, we gained a few more resource points, and we've got a little bit more acclaim gained here, which is good. So once we've reached level 5 acclaim for the team, we can get that 3rd sponsor slot. But anyway, we're into qualifying. I've changed the qualifying format to the full qualifying format, so we're going to do Q1, 2 and 3. Race is still 25%, but I will look to up that in a few races time. I think I just want to get a move on a little bit, get the momentum going, and then we'll settle into some longer races. So Workstation wise, I don't think there's much we can do really here, other than take a look at what's going to happen with the weather. It's going to be dry, it's going to be night of course, so let's just head down to the track and get cracking with qualifying, shall we? I'm going to go and start upgrading for this major development part for the front wing, which should help us a little bit. I've also noticed that on the power unit side, look, from your power unit supplier, you've got upgrades coming. So on the 6th of July, we're going to upgrade. 14th of September, 20th of July, we're going to get some upgrades from the manufacturer, which is absolutely brilliant. It's lovely to see that in this F1 game. Codemasters have really thought about the detail for this F1 2020 game. I'm thoroughly impressed, and hopefully you guys think the same thing when you get your hands on it. So qualifying time then here at Bahrain. What can we do? Qualifying 1. Hopefully we can at least get into qualifying 2. That has to be the aim. I've upped the difficulty by about 5% since the first episode, so hopefully things are a little bit more tighter in the grid. But let's see, I'm going to go straight out in Q2. I'm going to probably skip in a little bit to the session, just so we're not like the first one out, because we want to get a little bit nearer the end of the session, just so we can see what people's times are actually like. In terms of tyres, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to go with the softer tyres we've got, which I believe are these super softs. No, these are the softs, aren't they? Or no, these are the super softs, I think. Or they they've changed all the colours around in recent seasons. I don't know what tyres these are, but these are the softer tyres. So then, got the engine set to max. ERS is in hot lap mode, which happens by default. ERS is dealt with a lot more by the game now, which makes it a lot more enjoyable in my opinion to play. But let's knuckle down, see what this opening qualifying lap is going to be like here in Q1. Hopefully it's enough to get us into Q2. We might have to battle in qualifying 2, but Q3 I think is going to be off the cards here early on in this My Team career mode. Let's see how we get on anyway today. So we go 14th for the minute, but we split the Williams cars, so I think we're going to have to come back in and go out again because we're going to be near the back. So I want to try and get into Q2 if possible, but this is going to be a real development race. It's like basically what McLaren had to do since 2016. Let's see if we do a little bit quicker. Let's check the time out though. Delatraz has gone slightly quicker than us, 4/10. Yeah, we've got to go back out. Gonna have to get on some new tyres and then head out once again. We're improving slightly on this lap, and by slightly it's going to be about 0.8 of a second, which is going to shoot us up the order hopefully. Come across the line. P17, I think that's right on the cutoff. I can't remember what the cutoff position is, but that's a much better lap time from us this time round. So then at the minute, Lewis Hamilton fastest in this session. Our lap time is a 29.3, which is 2.5 seconds almost off of his time, but we're quicker than the Haas team, which is good, and we're just behind Danny Kvyat and then also Kimi Räikkönen, obviously the Sauber and the AlphaTauri, just quicker than us in terms of R&D performance. But I think that's going to do us. We've not really got much time. Don't think we've got enough time in the session, so I'm just going to round it off here and then we'll head into the race. So in the end, both Haas cars ended up jumping us. Not ideal, but we're ahead of our teammate, and one of the Williams managed to get ahead of Delatraz as well, so that is not ideal as well.
He's a man with plenty of racing experience, joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Verstappen, Alexander Albon, and Sainz, Norris, Ricciardo, Ocon, and Sergio Perez. Stroll, Leclerc, Daniel Kvyat, and Giovinazzi. Raikkonen, Magnussen, Romain Grosjean, and Joker. Russell, Delatraz, Latifi, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So one setup change I have made is to add on a little bit more front wing, so we're now running 6 on the front wing. I was struggling a little bit through some of the corners in qualifying, so I don't want that to carry through into the race, so I will tweak the front wing. So let's see what we can do then. The lights are about to go out here. Get a decent launch. The initial launch is okay, and we've got the 2 Haas cars and our teammate getting alongside us here. Wow. Woohoo! Narrowly avoid into turn 1. There's front wing flying everywhere, and you just got to try and jockey for position. And we're into P13. What a start that is. I would take that. We're under pressure now from Leclerc, who had a grid place penalty. That's why he's all the way back here. By the time Ferrari get that nerf in the patch, they will drop down the order, I think, a little bit. But Leclerc getting alongside us, side by side. Oh, contact! Racing incident there, and he's round. Just, you can't go side by side through there, and that was always going to happen. One of us was going to go, and fortunately enough for us, it was Leclerc, and we're in P13 now. So fantastic start, putting us in a strong position for the race ahead.
That's what we like to see at the start. Well done.
So, engineer cheering us on. And now we've got the 2 Racing Point cars, which are probably a lot quicker than what they're showing here now. And I've got Rich Mix, and I'm going to use some ERS. That was a little bit naughty there. Send one up the inside, but they get back along the way. I'm just trying to check the car isn't damaged after that incident. Doesn't seem to be. We're side by side with Perez into the final corner. This is tight racing here, and we're through. Stroll is in the pits. He must have damage or something. Maybe that's why he was going slowly. But now we have clear air, and it is 10th place up the road, and it is our rival Kvyat, and someone's up my inside there, and these guys are probably quicker behind, so I'm gonna have to watch out for them. Here comes Kimi Räikkönen with his very OP Ferrari engine, and we fend him off for now. So looks like we've got 3 seconds almost to Kvyat up the road. I don't know when I'm gonna pit either. It says lap 7, but you know me, I like to go for a bit of an undercut if possible, because I just find we can make up so much more time if we get an undercut. I can make the tyres last, and then we just get the free air and the undercut, and then we find ourselves generally up the field a bit more. But at the minute I'm going to have to fend off Kimi Räikkönen, who's locking up the inside without DRS. Oh, not again. The AI very aggressive, aren't they? Just pinched him a little bit up the inside. So hard to go side by side through that.
Okay, clear.
But that's given us a bit more breathing room. Right, let's get our head down. Hopefully we don't get anyone else come up our inside, but Hamilton with a 30.9. And we've got a bit of a mountain to climb. That battle with Kimi as well has put us back another second or so behind Kvyat. So I'm going to get my head down and try and keep Perez behind as well. Here comes Sergio Perez. He's going to go around our outside. I'm going to try and hold the inside line if possible. Get him back on the brakes. Ooh, side by side with the pink Mercedes. Going to slot in front of him, and this battle has cost me all of that time that I caught up to Kvyat up the road, and I am struggling with tyre wear actually. Look at it. And I am tempted to come for a massive undercut on this lap. It might shoot ourselves in the foot a little bit for later on, but I need to try something. Really need to try something, or else we're just going to be stuck in 11th place, which isn't bad at all considering we're a new team. But I am struggling to keep the pace, because look at this, we've got 3 very quick people behind me, and there's yellow flags. This might be the chance. Oh no, no safety car. But someone's going slowly. Kvyat going slowly gifts us some points. Oh, virtual safety car. Perfect time. For perfect timing to come into the pits then. Didn't realise the virtual safety car got deployed, so I'm going to come into the pits.
Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace
And
immediately.
I'm going to go for mediums. I don't know why it switched me to the hards, but I'm going to come in and we're going to go for mediums. Maybe this is a risk, but under the virtual safety car as well, we should hopefully lose a little bit less time, and these tyres should go to the end,
Go now.
but we'll see. So let's see if the undercut is going to work for us then. It might not because of the virtual safety car, actually thinking about it.
Today, one stop left in our strategy.
One more stop. Not doing any stops. I'm going to try and make this go to the end, and I think the virtual safety car might not go in our favour, to be honest. Right then, so we're going to see whether pitting under virtual safety car has helped us or not. Our teammate's in the pits, he's coming early as well. And so we have a few people, so let's see where we come out. We're going to come out ahead of Norris. Right next to Ocon as well. I can't remember where these guys were. I think they're a little bit further up the road, to be honest. So pitting under virtual safety car might have helped us out, but not everyone's pitted yet. So once again, getting the strategy call right might help us out, but that's only half the battle here. We seem to be down on race pace a little bit compared to where we were at Australia. So as you can see, look, Ocon behind in the Renault, really closing us down already. And his tyres are 1 lap fresher than ours, so he's going to be looking to get past us ASAP. Carlos Sainz is pulling away.
Mediums, cover.
I'm going to try not to get in a battle with Ocon. Got a bit of rich mix. He's got the DRS though. And I'm not going to battle with him, because I don't want to lose time, to be honest. He's going to get us down the main straight, I have a feeling. Oh, losing the rear over that curve there.
In front is 4.
And a lock up and running wide. Avoid the gravel. Ah, that's annoying, but I should pick up the DRS. Yep. Gonna pick up the DRS through this activation point. Exit out the final corner, isn't brilliant. Overtake mode, rich mix, DRS, the whole lot. Just to try and slingshot ahead of anyone if I can. Ooh, there's Ricardo in the other Renault and Ocon. Squeezing us. Where is he? Oh, he got us back on cutback. And he's through. And he's got the DRS now. Ah, didn't pay off for us. And I think we could probably wave goodbye to Ocon. For the minute we're in P9, but we've got Norris and Ricardo who are very quick behind in those two. Very similar performing cars on this game, the Renault and of course the McLaren. He's already caught up to us, Ricardo. And these are the last points paying positions as well, so I imagine it won't be long till they're through. It's Daniel Ricciardo already. He's going to look up the inside and he's going to do it, and he's going to get the DRS as well, I think. Yeah, there he goes. I've got nothing, and I've got Lando Norris behind us. So we lose 2 positions there. The team want me to pit again, but that's not going to happen. It might have to happen. I might have had to go for the hard tyres. We shall see what's going to happen, but we've got Perez behind us looking to pick up the last points paying position. And I really lost out down that main straight there on lap number 8. Oh, he's behind us already. Don't send it up the inside. I'd fully committed them. Oh, I've run it deep down the hill. Whoa! More contact. And someone's lost some front wing. I think it's Perez. Side by side. At the end of the straight. Still going side by side. Trying to use up some of that ERS. Oh my god, we're still going side by side with him. He's had to give up on the outside, but I expect he's probably going to get us a 29 from Lewis Hamilton. Get the right bloody screen. Perez has dropped back. Out the final corner. Perez then. He's lost part of his front wing and he's going to box. If he hasn't boxed already, he's going to have to now with his wing damage. But anyway then. P10. And we've got about 5 laps to go. And the tyres, wow, they're going to be pretty feeling sorry for himself at the end of this race, I think. So I've just got to dig deep, look after the tyres now, watch the gap behind. We might pick up a point here. So we're over halfway through the penultimate lap, and finally Grosjean has caught up to us and he's all over the back of us. And look at that tyre graph. That is why 30% on each tyre on average. That's a lot of wear, and we've got one more lap just to fend off for the last points position. So he's lining himself up. If we're going to be tactical, we should let him go. Oh, now we're going to get the DRS. This is a wily old fox move. Let's go for it. I shouldn't need ERS to get the overtake done. Oh, I'm not risking it. Come on. Here we go. Get him back. Slow it down at turn 1. Don't let him get the cut back. He's going to try it. Whoa! Slip from the rear. Here he goes. He's through. Neither of us have got DRS down this straight.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Oh, we've run it deep. Grosjean's got his back. No, he's going to get that last points position if we're not careful. We've got the next DRS straight to go. Fireworks are off as Hamilton gets the win. I'm concentrating on getting Grosjean. We might be able to get him. This is our last chance in the braking zone here. Use our last little bit of VRS if we can. We've got the slipstream. Commit on the brakes. Into the final corner. Side by side with Romain Grosjean. We get him back. Let's go. Yes, come on. We're going to get him. Yeah, boy. We got him. Look at that. Beautiful. Picked up a point once again here at the last minute. Whew. Driver of the day once again. Has to be coming from that, what was it, 18th, 17th? The undercut, it almost didn't pay off. Even if we didn't get points, it'd have paid off because of where we started. So we always seem to have better race pace than qualifying. So that is good for us at least. And Hamilton took the win out here in Bahrain.
A resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
Right then, so race results, it was a 1-2 from Mercedes, no surprise there, but Bottas picked up fastest lap of the race. Vettel in that Ferrari enjoying the points while they last. Leclerc, obviously, we had that little bit of contact with him. He was only in 16th, our teammate in 17th, and we picked up 1 point. So we've achieved our sponsor objective already. That is absolutely beautiful, and we've got 3 points on the board, and we're in 11th place. In Constructors, we are still in 6th place. But again, just have 3 points on the board for a brand new team after 2 rounds. This is absolutely phenomenal stuff. We are carrying this team. I'm pleased with Delatraz as well. He's come forward. Let's see if we can train him a little bit up. But yeah. Right then, we've picked up some more cash. And we've got 1.85 million. And we need to start spending some of that. But to round off the episode, we will take a look at how our R&D is going. I think it's still in progress. Yes, Saturday 28th of March. We've got some upgrades coming in April. We've got some activities to do out next time. But overall, a fantastic end to episode number 2. And next time we're going to be trying out the Vietnam Grand Prix. A new track. I've tried this in time trial and I cannot get my head around this track. So it's going to be a tough one out of Vietnam, I think. But anyway, we've got the enjoyment of learning a new track. So do tune in for the next one. If you are new around here, remember to smash the like button, share it around with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe for more F1 and MotoGP gaming content. So I'll see you guys in the next one.